So I was having an interesting conversation with a potential client yesterday about how they're looking to really attack next year, how they've been building out the foundations, the staff resources, the infrastructure to handle a real big push at marketing. So they were hesitant to jump into a plan this year to begin working with us. So we had to really tease through, and this is a really common misconception and really a misunderstanding among a lot of businesses when it comes to their marketing. Marketing isn't just a case of, right, let's put 5,000 into ads this month and hopefully something works. Like any part of a good business, it's figuring out what works, what resonates. Like any business, you'll figure out that one service is probably more applicable to a vast majority of your customer base than the other. That one particular clientele is much more valuable than the other. That people like to be spoken to this way, these kind of things. And the same applies for marketing. That the 1% of people who buy your highest ticket package like to be marketed to this way. That the vast majority of your client base like to be spoken to a certain way or receive something in exchange something of value in exchange for their time or for a booking or before they book or to feel confident booking. So it's a really common misconception that marketing is just something that you turn on and turn off, right? We need to fill the books for 2 weeks, right? Let's do it. Marketing is a year-long activity. And although it can fluctuate from season to season, if you're in the fitness space, January, you're obviously going to spend more on marketing because it's when people are reaching that buying decision or trying to make their New Year's resolutions. So what I'm trying to say is this conversation basically centered around them not being ready. If we were to delay it till January, they still wouldn't be ready because they still don't have the infrastructure from a marketing standpoint in place. No understanding of their client avatar in an online advertising sense, no funnel structure to actually convert that attention once we start running advertising, and no re-engagement, so it would solely rely on no re-engagement automations in terms of email, SMS, different nurture flows, win-back flows for people who haven't engaged in a period of time. Every part of the re-engagement would rely on their manpower or their front desk or their admin or whoever it is. So before you start marketing, and this is why if you're planning to really scale your business in, let's say, 2023, you need to be laying that foundation right now. And that indecisiveness will cause you to lose out on the start of 2023. And we speak to a lot of very intelligent business owners on a weekly basis, and most of them understand the need to have those foundations in place. But the ones who don't understand that are really missing out on the opportunity cost of the momentum they could gain if January is their peak time. So you really need to start sowing the seed right now in this time of the year if you're targeting next year to grow. I don't know how many countless emails I've had from people that say, we don't have the budget for this right now. We'll review it at the start of next year. And as a company-wide stat, the clients that we work with over the last 2.5 years, within the first 90 days, so that includes our first month of building, our second month of optimizing, and our third month of really starting to grow and really starting to understand how our marketing infrastructure works. They on average see a 30% growth. Now if you do the math, and we can do it quite quickly, if your business is doing 100,000 a month, if your business is doing 200,000 a month, and you can't afford to invest a couple of thousand in your marketing facilities and your marketing infrastructure in the amount of attention you're acquiring. If we take that average stat of 30%, at the end of 90 days, you've on average left for a 200,000 a month business, 60,000 in new revenue every month because you've tried to save a couple of thousand. And although those first 30 to 60 days can be exploratory, we do test a huge amount of things. It's what the process is about. It's the risk and reward. On average, 30%. Now, I'll leave you do the maths for your own business, but in every business, 30% increase in 90 days in monthly revenue is very sizable and makes a huge difference to the long-term future of the business. And that's only 30% in the initial 90 days. That doesn't include the lifetime value of clients. So if you're in a recurring business, like financial advising, like a gym, like some project-based elements that have recurring fees to it, the lifetime value of that can be much more than 30%. So really, what I would implore you to do is look at what can we do in the short term. If you genuinely don't have the budget, how can we make tweaks that are within our constraints? How can we test things? How can we get feedback from the market so that when we do decide to really push our marketing, and if that you are targeting January next year, you're not going in blindly and just shooting in the dark. You're not just giving these platforms money and hoping for the best, hoping that the strategy that you've hypothetically thought of comes true. When really, if you can make decisions off data, of solid information that you've built up over the last few weeks and months prior, and you've almost done that soft launch period, that you have the confidence to go and triple the budget, that you have the confidence to go and 10x the budget. Because if not, your competitors have done it. And if not, the chances of you having confidence in your marketing infrastructure and your marketing process from taking someone who's never heard of your company to becoming a client will be non-existent. And ultimately, the first thing you will do is pull back your budget instead of having the confidence to push it more, instead of seeing the growth that you know your business deserves. So hopefully this video is useful. I wanted to keep it short. I just really do hope that over the next few months, weeks, if your plan is not in this quarter to grow your business, not to invest heavily in marketing, you still need to explore and still need to be seeing what options are out there, seeing what works for your business, because ultimately when you do go to really push them, ultimately when you do go to have that real period of attack, you're doing so with extreme confidence. And that soft launch can see, right, do I need more admin assistants? Do I need more back-end fulfillment? Do I need more appointments available during the day? Do I need more people to deliver the service? Because I know once I increase the budget, I should achieve X results. I should achieve an X growth. And if 30%, if we can say to you on average in 90 days, we're going to increase your revenue by 30%, you can then make adjustments. You can then plan ahead. And that really gives you a lot of confidence as a business owner, because you can almost see into the future. Instead of worrying about tomorrow and worrying about next month's revenue, you know that in 3 months' time, you'll be in a position to hire more people, to have more revenue, and ultimately be in more control of your business. So hopefully you found this video useful. Hope you enjoyed it, and let me know if you have any comments. As always, see you in the next video.